Hey there, Hoop fans. Great to have you back on Tips and Streams, your ultimate hub for all the NBA betting insights. I'm the fresh face around here at Tips and Streams. Call me Chris, your guide for today's betting forecasts. I'm buzzing with excitement to share with you what we've got lined up in today's action-packed episode. Brace yourselves for an electrifying selection of today's NBA matches, as I'm all geared up to plunge into our predictions and exclusive tips. Whether you're a pro at betting or just stepping into this thrilling world, today's show is crafted with you in mind. Hang tight and let's jump into today's NBA betting forecasts right here on Tips and Streams. The first today's prediction is for matchup between Brooklyn Nets and Cleveland Cavaliers. In the thick of the hardwood hustle, we're gearing up for a scintillating clash where the Brooklyn Nets lock horns with the Cleveland Cavaliers in Paris, a twist that amps up the game's thrill. Despite Cleveland playing the home squad role, Paris's impartial court stirs up an intriguing mix, making it anyone's game. The Nets, with a 16-21 tally, are fighting to find their groove this season. They're dropping 114.58 points a night with a solid 45.8% shooting from the field and 36.78% from downtown, flashing their offensive chops. Yet their boards count at 46.94 a game, though decent, falls short of shoring up their defense. Missing Ben Simmons and Day'Ron Sharpe to injuries might hit their paint presence and defensive clout hard. On the flip side, the Cavs, boasting a beefier 21-15 record, come in with a more dialed-in game. They average 113.14 points, sinking shots at a 47. 62% clip and netting 35.38% of their trays, reflecting a well-oiled offensive machine. Their rebound game might average a modest 44.77, but it's hardly a dent in their playbook, especially with their on-point shooting skills. Still, sidelining key players like Darius Garland and Evan Mobley could dent their defensive steadiness and scoring depth. Looking at recent plays, the Nets haven't been dazzling on the road, missing the mark in their last 8 away games. Conversely, the Cavs have been formidable at their den, with a 7-2 run in their last 9, but this neutral court might level that advantage a bit. Head-to-head, the Nets have had the Cavs' number, bagging 6 of their last 10 matchups, but the current vibe hints at a possible shift. The Cavs' recent 8-3 spree shows they're peaking at the right moment. Weighing it all, considering the Nets' shaky form, the Cavs' slightly sharper edge, and the injury impact, the smart money is on the Cleveland Cavaliers. Their efficient scoring and steadier play give them the upper hand. Expect them to cover the minus 3-point spread in a nail-biter. The total points might sail over the 225.5 mark, given both teams' scoring firepower. This Paris showdown is a test of adaptability to travel and time changes. The Cavs' ascending form and the Nets' quest for consistency will be under the spotlight. Wrapping it up, the Cavs, having aced their last 3 games against the Nets, look set to continue their streak, banking on their balanced attack and resilience, even on neutral turf. My bet is on the Cleveland Cavaliers to triumph and beat the 3-point spread. Today's prediction is for the game between Boston Celtics and Milwaukee Bucks. Tonight's clash on the hardwood features 2 Eastern Conference titans, the Boston Celtics and the Milwaukee Bucks, squaring off in a must-watch hoop fest. The Celtics, boasting a stellar 29-8 record, are hitting the road to face the Bucks, who are holding strong at 25-12. This game is shaping up to be a full-throttle basketball showcase. When it comes to scoring prowess, the Bucks slightly outpace the Celtics with an average of 124.31 points per game against Boston's 120.89. Milwaukee shines in shooting efficiency, nailing 49.95% of their shots compared to Boston's 48.15%. The 3-point contest is neck and neck, with the Bucks sinking 37.6% and the Celtics right on their heels at 37.39%. However, Boston has the upper hand in rebounding, pulling down 47.77 boards per game over Milwaukee's 44.33, a key factor in controlling the game's pace. In the realm of assists, it's a close call. Milwaukee averages 26.22 per game, barely edging out Boston's 26 seal. This stat underscores each team's knack for fluid ball movement and creating scoring plays. Injury updates could be game changers. The Celtics have Al Horford, Junior Holiday, and Kristaps Porzingis on the questionable list, potentially shaking up their strategy. The Bucks are without Jay Crowder and have Damian Lillard and Cameron Payne as game-time decisions, which could impact their bench strength. A critical aspect is the Celtics' back-to-back game scenario. They've proven tough in these situations, winning 5 of 6 such games this season. Still, fatigue could be a factor against a rested Bucks squad. Historically, the Celtics have dominated recent encounters, claiming 7 of the last 10 matchups and covering the spread in 8. Their record in Milwaukee, winning 4 of the last 5, suggests a mental edge. But the Bucks' impressive home record this season, 15 wins and just 3 losses, can't be overlooked. Trend-wise, Boston is on fire. They're 14-3 in their last 17 games and have an impressive 9-0 record against the spread in their recent road games in Milwaukee. On the other hand, the Bucks have stumbled a bit, going 0-5 against the spread in their last 5 games. The odds favor Milwaukee with a 6-point spread, highlighting their home court prowess and scoring efficiency. Yet, Boston's road resilience and back-to-back game performance make this matchup tighter than the spread implies. Considering the statistics, trends, and current form, I lean towards the Boston Celtics. Not only do they seem poised to beat the spread, but they also have a solid shot at victory. Their clutch performance, coupled with their recent upper hand over the Bucks, positions them well in this showdown. Milwaukee's home advantage and offensive strength are formidable, but Boston's grit and historical edge might tip the scales. It's tough to back the Milwaukee Bucks, given their defensive gaps and the Celtics' knack for flipping the script mid-game, transforming potential losses into convincing wins, as recently witnessed against the Western Conference's top team. Moreover, the Bucks have only bested the Celtics once in their last 6 encounters. My pick? The Boston Celtics beat the 6-point spread. The next today's prediction is for the game between Portland Trail Blazers and Oklahoma City Thunder. Tonight's face-off on the hardwood is more than just a game. It's a heated showdown between the Portland Trail Blazers and the Oklahoma City Thunder. The stage is set for an electrifying encounter, with the Trail Blazers eager to make their mark against the mighty Thunder in their own den. Kicking off with the Blazers, their season's been like a wild dribble down the court, sitting at a 10-26 scorecard. They're racking up an average of 108.97 points a night, hitting shots at 43.74%. Their game from downtown is fair at 35.9%, but they haven't been lighting it up. On the rebound front, they're grabbing 41.63 boards and dishing 22.62 assists per matchup. But their recent plays don't paint a pretty picture, especially with their shaky 1-4 run against the spread in their recent 5, and a concerning 1-8 in face-offs with the Thunder. Road trips have been a tough grind for them, and tonight's no different. Flip to the Thunder, they're soaring with a 25-11 tally. They're a scoring machine, dropping 122.117 points each game. Their shooting is on fire with a 50.43% success rate from the field and a solid 39.62% from three-point land. Though a bit behind in rebounds at 40.66, their assist average of 26.89 speaks volumes about their team play. Their recent streak is intimidating, standing strong at 9-4 against the spread in the last 13. At home, they're a fortress, boasting a 9-1 record in their recent home stretch. Head-to-head in Oklahoma City tilts heavily in Thunder's favor. In their last 5 home games against the Blazers, they've clinched 4 wins and covered the spread thrice. The Blazers' road woes and struggles against Western Conference teams add to this tilt. Injury report-wise, the Blazers are missing Robert Williams and Moses Brown, with DeAndre Ayton and Jabari Walker on the maybe list. The Thunder's bench is almost full, with only Davis Bertans in the questionable zone. This could really test the Blazers' lineup. A key play to watch is the Thunder's back-to-back game scenario. They've been clutch in these moments this season, with a 3-1 record in such games. This resilience might be a game-changer tonight. Betting odds have the Thunder as the favorites, with a minus 13.5 point spread. The total points are pegged at 233, hinting at a score-heavy game. Considering the Thunder's scoring spree and the Blazers' defensive hiccups, it's a fair bet. Wrapping it up, I usually steer clear of double-digit spreads in NBA games, but here, I'm left with no choice. Looking at the stats, head-to-head history, current form, injury updates, and home turf factor, my bet is on the Oklahoma City Thunder to win and cover the minus 13-point spread. Their offensive dominance, efficiency, and solid home play make them the top pick. The Trail Blazers, despite their underdog spirit and a 16-20 run against the spread, just don't match up. Calling the total points is a toss-up because the Blazers are an unknown quantity. So, it's either back the Thunder or sit this one out. The next today's prediction is for the game between New York Knicks and Dallas Mavericks. Tonight's clash on the hardwood is shaping up to be a slam dunk of excitement, with the New York Knicks squaring off against the Dallas Mavericks. Both squads hit the court with matching win-loss sheets, priming us for a nail-biter of a game. Breaking down the Knicks, they're boasting an impressive 22-15 scoreboard. They're on fire lately, dunking on the odds in their last 5 matchups and showing solid games away from home. They've outplayed the spread in their last 6 road games against the Mavericks, scoring an average of 150.78 points a game with a sharp 46.70% shooting from the field and a respectable 37.76% from downtown. They're lighting up the scoreboard. On the rebounding front, they're snagging 45.44 rebounds per game, flexing their muscle in the paint. Flip the script to the Mavericks. They match the Knicks with 22 victories but have one more notch in the loss column. They're slightly ahead in scoring, averaging 118.97 points per game, and their shooting percentage is a notch higher at 47.29%. Their three-point game, though, is just a tad behind at 36.90%. Rebounding is a bit of a sore spot for them, trailing the Knicks with 42.43 boards a game. When it comes to face-offs in Dallas, the Knicks have been ruling the court. They've clinched 4 of the last 5 games there, sweeping the spread each time. This, along with the Mavericks' stumbles at home against the Knicks, paints the picture of the Knicks having the upper hand. Injuries are key. The Knicks are down just Mitchell Robinson, while the Mavericks are nursing a longer injury list, with stars like Luka Doncic sidelined. This could really shake up Dallas's game plan. The betting lines are tipping in favor of the Knicks, with a 3.5-point spread signaling their recent hot streak and dominance in head-to-heads. The over-under is a towering 230.5 points, hinting at a score fest. All things considered, recent form, head-to-head record, injury updates, and stats, all signs point to a Knicks victory. Their away game mojo and mastery over the Mavericks, coupled with Dallas's injury troubles, give the Knicks a solid edge. The Mavericks, hampered by injuries and inconsistent play, seem to be on the back foot, especially against the Knicks' relentless rebounding and consistent scoring. Bottom line, the New York Knicks look set to not just win, but also beat the spread in this high-octane showdown. It's tough to root for the Mavericks given their injury woes and inconsistency, while the Knicks are bringing their A-game in scoring, rebounding, and their track record in Dallas. The last prediction for today is for the matchup between Phoenix Suns and Los Angeles Lakers. As the Phoenix Suns gear up to face off against the Los Angeles Lakers, we're set for an epic showdown on the hardwood. The Suns and Lakers are hooping head-to-head this season with razor-thin margins, the Suns sitting at 19-18 and the Lakers closely trailing at 19-19. Led by Kevin Durant, the Suns have been hooping decently on the road, boasting an 8-7 record. Durant's on-fire gameplay, backed by Devin Booker's solid assists, is key for the Suns' game plan. Yet they've been hitting a mix of swishes and bricks recently, with a 5-5 streak in their latest 10 games. The Lakers, with the dynamic duo of Anthony Davis and LeBron James, have been ruling their home court with a strong 13-6 record, despite a 4-6 slip in their recent games. Stat-wise, it's a tight game. The Suns are slightly outscoring the Lakers, averaging 115.24 points per game to the Lakers' 140.21. But the Lakers are showing some slick shooting skills with a field goal percentage of 48.70%, just nudging past the Suns' 47.99%. From beyond the arc, the Suns are leading with a 37.23% three-pointer rate, topping the Lakers' 35.27%. Both teams are neck and neck in rebounds and assists, with the Lakers just inching ahead in assists. The Lakers have been locking down the mid-range, which could throw a wrench in the Suns' offensive plays. But the Lakers aren't as sharp in defending the paint and snagging those crucial second-chance points. With these plays in mind, we're looking at a nail-biter of a game, maybe even with fewer points on the board than you'd expect. The Lakers are riding high on a winning wave, and the stats might tilt in their favor. But are we sleeping on how rough the Lakers have played post-play-in tournament? The Suns, now back in full force with Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and Bradley Beal, are not a team to underestimate. Remember their last face-off with the Lakers, a mere 3-point game? I'm putting my chips on the Suns to take this with a 2-point edge. This call is based on a deep dive into the latest game plays, player stats, and team trends.